Hey Taurus, how you doing, sweethearts? This is your May 2020 reading, monthly reading that is. I am Adam Keith, and this is Love, Light, and Joy Tarot. If you're new to my channel, thank you for joining me. If you've been here before, glad that my readings are resonating. These are general readings, so they won't resonate with everybody, but do check your moon and moon and rising signs. Do remember rather that time is fluid, and that the sex of the cards does not indicate, it's not about gender, it's about the energy you carry. And nothing is written in stone, so you have the ability to change that. Everyone has free will. So with that said, and if you do need a personal reading, my email is below in the description box. You can reach me there. All right, so let's get started, my dear Taurus. I have a Taurus rising myself, so part of the Taurus clan. So let's get started. Okay, so this is a monthly reading, so it's a little bit different than my weeklies. So the first four cards I'm going to pick are going to be the immediate past, and we have the Five of Wands in the upright. We have the Eight of Cups in reverse. We have the Judgment card upright. And we have the Ace of Swords upright. Nice. So the next four is in the present moment. We have the Ace of Wands. All these aces coming out. We have the Five of Cups in the upright. We have the World in the upright. We have the Empress in the upright. Next is going to be advice or obstacles you may have to overcome. We have the Two of Wands in the upright. We have the Knight of Swords, reverse. Two of Swords, upright. We have the Justice, reverse. Move these a little bit out. Okay. Now the next round of four is going to be the future. It's usually about 3 months, but again, remember, time is fluid. So we have the Queen of Cups. We have the Moon in reverse. We have the Two of Cups in reverse. And we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay. So, your immediate past, we're going to get clarifiers for all of these as well. Your immediate past, you have the Five of Wands. There was conflict. It could have been internal conflict or external conflict. I'm assuming it's probably, well, it still could be either or, because apparently somebody is not able to move on from something that no longer serves them with the Eight of Cups here in reverse. Somebody is wanting a second chance, and remember, this is the immediate past, so somebody may have already come up to you wanting a second chance. And they were telling you some new truths, communicating with you, because the Ace of Swords is all about truth, justice, communication, about having a different viewpoint, and also different perspectives as well. And also, it's a victory. So, someone may have been conflicted. Let's see what the Five of... All right, so we have the four... I'm going to get my glasses. We have the Four of Swords in the upright. So this is about recuperation. It's about meditation. It's about healing the mind, body, and soul. It's also sort of figuring out what the next plan is, okay? So someone may have been conflicted about it and then trying to heal about and trying to figure out what the next thing to do, because someone could not move away from a situation or a person. We have the trickery card here. There was some deceit involved. When the Magician's in the reverse, it's usually about manipulation or trickery, that someone is trying to get their way. So be careful if someone's already asked to have a second chance with you, or this could be you waking up to your calling, but I don't think so. You would be manifesting your own trickery. So I think somebody wants a second chance with you. Be careful, because this Magician is in the reverse, okay? Now let's get the Eight of Cups here and see what is going on. We have the Four of Cups. So somebody was refusing a cup before. They just weren't, they were either bored, exhausted, they just weren't taking the cup. This is the divine nudge, saying sort of to move on, and it just wasn't happening. So let's get one more card for it. Someone was not following their intuition, or secrets may have been revealed. Okay, So instead of doing what they should have been doing, they were just not following their intuition, and there was no movement there. And I think it had a lot to do with the conflict or whatnot. We're going to go a little bit further in now. Somebody does want, or did want rather, because this is your immediate past, a second chance. Second chance at emotional fulfillment. This is the Ace of Cups. Somebody wants a second chance, or just literally just announce they want a new emotional fulfillment with you. So let's see. And if it hasn't happened yet, it will happen soon. And they are your wish. They are your wish fulfillment. But they're not sure how you're going to react to that. They do want this, which is of course why they had to come in with truth here. This Ace of Swords. And they're coming in as the Emperor. So they're coming in as, this is all 4 kings embodied in one. This is definitely someone who knows how to manifest, a very slow, kind of paced person, but very thorough, dots his T's and I's, and knows how to, handle themselves. Very grounded energy. Can be a little stern, this energy, but still it's a counterpart to the Empress, which is right below it, which is, I'm assuming, is your energy. So this is probably someone that you may have had a conflict with before, broke up with, maybe there was trickery in the past, and we're hoping now that there's not trickery trying to get you back. Let's put it that way. But be cautious nevertheless. So, they're telling you truth. That's good. At least the Ace of Swords is upright, and so is the Emperor. So that's good. Those are good standing points. And you have you here, you in your power. You had moved away from the situation, and you were standing in your power. You were taking care of yourself, taking care of your business, starting new businesses, whatever, didn't matter. In quarantine, you were busy as bee, and all eyes on you. Doesn't matter if you're seeing people in person. There's so many apps and things that people are noticing you. So, now, there's someone who does want this new passionate beginning with you. You've got another Ace. Now, this is obviously the Emperor coming in here, wanting this. But someone still has a sense of loss. This is the optimistic, pessimistic card. And someone is still, woe is me, why, it's rather than seeing the good side, they're looking at the negative, and they're still kind of in that mode. But things are changing. The World card here is ending a cycle, and a new one is beginning. This is a graduation from the cycle. Here you are, standing in your power, the Empress, embodying all the 4 queens, manifesting the things you want, knowing the laws of attraction, planting seeds for new beginnings, full of love, joy, light, fertility, prosperity. Beautiful card. So let's get some cards going on here. Can you tell me a little bit more about this Ace of Wands, please? Tell me a little more about this Ace of Wands. All right, well, this person's also coming back, not only just the Emperor, but also as the King of Pentacles. Wanting this new start. This is a very secure person. This is someone who's taken care, who's secured themselves financially, who's coming in wanting commitment, wanting to be grounded, wanting to nurture and be financially stable. So this is good. We like this energy. Let's get another card here. But we have you in the reverse. You, the Queen of Pentacles. Now, they're wanting this new passionate start, but you're kind of not sure about it. They definitely see you as the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles, but right now you're in this reverse. This is also home and hearth. So they could also be feeling the loss of you in the home and everything else. But you've withdrawn your affection, your nurturing from this person, from this Emperor and King of Pentacles. And you're not sure you want to go back, because right next to it, again, we have the Five of Cups, which is the lost card. You're thinking about that as well. Because remember, with the Magician in the reverse in the past, there was definitely some trickery. There was something going on, maybe some deceit, lies, whatever was going on was just not cool. So let's get a card for the Five of Cups. All right, so we have the Six of Pentacles here. Now, someone's wanting balance in a situation, good, equal give and take. And maybe that didn't exist before, and that's what some of the sense of loss is. but somebody wants to bring this right. And this is also, you know, the sixes also tend to be soulmate cards and bonding cards because they're, you know, equal. Six is an even number. So let's see. We have the King of Swords in the reverse. And this is a little bothersome for me because we haven't been this King in Pentacles coming forward. Now, there could be two different people here as well. There could be. Could very well be. So this King of Swords, who is ghosting or is not living their truth, is kind of mirrored in the past, having wanted the things to be balanced. But I don't like this energy. This is someone who's either ghosting, not living their truth. It could be lying, there could be deceit. I just don't like this energy here. That's what I'm thinking. It's almost reading like two different people. Now, if it is, and this Emperor looks very solid, because you do have somebody wanting a second chance. Absolutely. So it could be read in a couple of different ways. Let's go with the World card first, and then go with the Empress. You may already have somebody else that you're kind of seeing or kind of interested in. This is what this could mean. So I'm going to have to read it two different ways here. Yeah, but this is a general reading. So the World card. Can we get one for the World? All right. So we have the the Six of Swords in the reverse. Somebody is not able to move on to calmer waters. Like they just can't seem to move away from you, and that's why this cycle is not complete yet. All right, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune moving ahead. So you're going to be in a good scenario. But the Wheel of Fortune is moving on. Things are moving forward no matter what. I feel like you're moving forward, even though this other person, who I'm assuming is the King of Swords, is not able to quite move on without you. But see, this was where we get the Trickery card, where the Magician is sitting here in the past, and then we get the King of Swords in reverse. I must feel like that's one person. I'm going to ask the cards if your Emperor and your King of Pentacles is another person. So let's just ask outright. Universe, there are two players here, two people, and simple yes or no would be good. Simple yes or no. Is the Emperor... is there two people playing on this board? Yeah. Queen of Cups. That's the answer. There are definitely two people here, and they're both vying for your affection. They're both vying for your affection. They both know that you are very loving, nurturing. I mean, you're the friggin' Empress, so there you go. And whether you're a man or it doesn't matter. They're vying for your affection. You're very nurturing. You're very giving. Very balanced energy here. This is beautiful because remember, you're standing in your power. And I feel like this Emperor has seen this and is speaking truth to you. But then we have, and I feel like that's also the King here as well. However, you're still not quite completely sure if you want this or not. There may be, because you have, obviously, another person coming in here. This person was a passionate beginning with you. But see, this I feel is the King of Swords here, is this other person that's not quite that is vying for your attention as well, but I feel using more trickery to do it. I'm not quite telling you the truths here. I don't like to see that. So we do have the Empress card. Let's see if we can pull something for the Empress for you, my dear Empress. All right, let's get on. There it is. All right, so we do have the Three of Swords here in the reverse. You've gotten over heartbreak, and no doubt, like I said, with the Trickery and this King of Swords reverse, you've gotten over heartbreak. You're like healing from this heartbreak, and this is probably why, even though you have this other person here coming in here as the Emperor and the King of Pentacles, very solid, very grounded energy, by the way, very nurturing, somebody who really wants to be with you, sees you standing in your power, is very truthful, but you're just not sure because you're still a bit healing from the last one, which of course would be the King of Swords here. But the King of Swords wants you, but it's just, like what's going on, So let's see. Let's get another card. Avoiding a tower moment. Avoiding a tower moment. I have a feeling this is. Yeah. Can I have one more card for this? Yeah, justice is coming in. Justice is coming in. There was, obviously you were done wrong with this whole trickery manipulation thing that went on. I think you're trying to avoid a tower moment right now because I think it seems like this other person has come in, right? This King of Swords who's not quite being truthful, unfortunately, is just awful. And it's no doubt someone you know most likely had very deep, bond with at one time because they want this new emotional fulfillment. They want this second chance. They see you as the wish fulfillment. You moved on and standing in your own power. They come back and then you've already have somebody else here too. Now again, this isn't for everybody, but you're interested in somebody else. Like you're interested in rebuilding with somebody else, a new person, and this person looks really quite wonderful. This new one, and you're just not sure because now it threw everything off because you still have some feelings for this other person, but in spite of all the feelings, it still doesn't look like a good connection. And there's trickery involved. There's not half-truths perhaps being said. You're kind of avoiding tower mode because I think you're going to have to choose. Okay? And what do we get in the advice column and the obstacles? We have both twos here. 2 of Wands, 2 of Swords. Being at a crossroads, having to make a choice. That's your advice. You're going to have to make a choice. That's why you're avoiding a tower moment. Because you're going to have to tell one of these people, no. And you do have the Knight of Swords in reverse. I'm going to find out what this is about because this is somebody not communicating. It is falling right below the King of Swords. Again, not telling truths perhaps, half-truths. I don't like this energy upside down. Yeah, and the 2 of Swords is falling right underneath the Karmic Wheel and the World card. And then right below the Justice card and you, the Empress, is the Justice in reverse. This is someone not taking responsibility for their actions. But justice is coming in no matter what. It's here. The wrongs will be righted. So let's get some more cards for this. Now, the 2 of Wands is about implementing a decision, and the 2 of Swords is thinking about it, and then of course the 2 of Wands acting on it. So let's see what the 2 of Wands is here. All right, so we have the 10 of Wands. This is releasing burdens because this is no doubt going to be a burdensome thing for you to do. You're avoiding a tower moment basically. You're going to have to tell somebody no. So let's get one more card for this. Temperance card, balance, very important. To balance your energies, to be patient with yourself, and to really think about what is the best long-term investment. Who is the best long-term investment? Now, again, we have this, and that's, if this Temperance card is falling right underneath the King of Pentacles, I'm already feeling that there's a better energy here with that than, of course, the King of Swords upside down. Let's see what this Knight of Swords is all about. In the reverse, unfortunately. We have the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody is letting go of their insecurities, which is good, not holding on too tightly. Let's see, one more card, please. Yeah, someone is coming in singularly, or at least saying they're single. What bothers me about this card, and this is falling underneath the King of Swords, and of course the Knight of Swords reverse, is that this card also means there could have been a third party involved with this King of Swords. And of course that is also the same guy who is the Magician in reverse, the trickster. So they may be telling you, and again, they may be telling you that they're single and that they've released this person or released, the idea of like holding on to something. and coming in, you know, single. But you see, this should be that way. For that to be honest to God's truth, it would be this way. It's not. There's more manipulation involved with the story, unfortunately. So we have 2 of Swords here underneath the karmic wheel. We have the 10 of Cups in reverse. It's the idea of having the happy ever after is there, but you're gonna have to make the decision. That's when you're gonna just, you know, decide what that is. So let's get one more card upon this. The Hierophant. It's gonna be about a commitment. One of these people you're gonna commit to. It's gonna be a decision that you're gonna have to really think about, because one of these people you're gonna commit. You may get eventually married or engaged to, or whatever. One of them may offer to marry you, or have a, you know, something solid with you. We do again now have, you know, the Justice card, and we're gonna get a little bit of info for that. And it's in reverse. All right, so we have the 7 of Wands, also in the reverse. Somebody is letting their guard down, or maybe giving up. I feel like they're letting their guard down a bit, but I mean, yeah, you see the Knight of Pentacles is in reverse. This is more commitment energy, more financial energy, and the person that wasn't taking responsibility for their actions, and I'm feeling this is the King of Swords and the Trickster. They're just, it's just not real. I don't think they could maybe also be saying that they're tired of their player ways, because this is a player card in the upright. Sometimes you have to be careful with that. And they may be saying they really want to be committed, and they are letting their guard down. So this could be that. It could be that the fact that, and they are kind of seeking justice with you. So let's see what the thing is here, the advice. We have the Queen of Cups again. Remember, I pulled it over here as well. So for the future outcome, you are sitting pretty. I mean, this is you. Emotionally detached in a way that is not, you know, things that you're being said to you are not affecting you emotionally, where you're up and down and crazy. You're not flying off the handle or anything like that. It doesn't mean you're, you know, apathetic. You are empathetic. It's just that you are hearing all the information and making a good judgment about what it is you have to do, because you don't want to give your heart away to some asshole. Again, let's put it that way. So you're just very, you know, here. You're just very relaxed. You're gonna take it all in. Very calm, cool, collects. And we have the Moon card here. So secrets may be revealed, or somebody is, yeah, and it is falling right underneath the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. So secrets may be revealed to you, telling you more of the story here. Maybe that they're not telling you, but you'll find out eventually. We do have the 2 of Cups in reverse. So again, there's still like this, you know, who to pick. I feel like they're still trying to vie for like who it is you want this relationship with. And then we have the Knight of Wands. Again, this is under the Knight of Pentacles. Again, could be player energy. I'm sorry, I said that the Knight here was player energy. That was incorrect. This one is. Someone may giving up their player ways, you know, and just decide, no, it's good, or just holding back. And that's not good either. So let's see what the Queen of Cups is. Yeah, we have the Death card. So something is ending for you, another thing is beginning for you. A transformation is happening. Yeah, there's a 5 of Cups. There's going to be a sense of loss, but you're going to have to end something. Again, that's with that avoiding the Tower moment, having to make a decision, the Justice card there, because you are going to have to make a tough decision, and you're going to have to end something, and it's going to wind up feeling a loss either way, and it's going to wind up hurting somebody anyway. But it's gonna have to be done. But you're going to do it in a way for your best emotional security, and your heart, and where this really needs to be. Who does this heart need to be with? You know, the person that's actually going to honor it and give you what you need and help to nourish it, or is it going to be some trickster who's going to walk all over it again? You know. So let's look at the moon, the secrets of the moon here being revealed. The Chariot. Things are moving forward no matter what. The secrets will be exposed. Things will come out. This is where the Justice cards come in as well. It's like things cannot be hidden. And we have the moon again. Fears, doubts, things that are murky. Yeah, I'm telling you. And this may happen around the phase of the full moon, around the 7th. So it may happen in that first week of May. So let's see what the Two of Cups here is. Why is it reversed? We have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody does not want to be single. Somebody's not standing in their power. And I don't think it's this King of Pentacles or Emperor, because Emperors and King of Pentacles stand in their power. So this sounds like to me it's the King of Swords wanting this Two of Cups. Because you've ended it. You've ended something. And I think it's going to be with this King of Swords. Yeah, you've made a decision. The decision is made at that point. You're going to decide. Now, this in reverse, let's see what this Knight of Wands is telling us. We have the Eight of Cups. Somebody is not able to move on. This King of Wands cannot move on. This is good. This is, I mean, the Knight of Wands here, which is also the King of Swords in reverse. Let's get one more card. Oop, wrong deck. One more card. Yeah, we have the Three of Cups. Now, it's an interesting combo because this person can't seem to move on. And I have a funny feeling it's because there's still a third party involved. They don't seem to be able to move on from their third party. Because I do feel it, because again, we have that third party energy here in the reverse that they're not really telling you about. They're like, oh yeah, they're gone. I released them. No, they didn't. They're showing up. And they're not able to leave that. I think that's why you're going to choose the King of Pentacles and the Emperor, which is the same one. Because that's the energy you need. You want an Emperor to an Empress. Those are a match. This is someone who's going to honor you. And it does throw you in a little tailspin because there's still some kind of residual energy here with the King of Swords, who's a really not an honest player here, I have to say. Not an honest player at all. None of those cards are upright. None of them. For this particular person. Let's get a final outcome for you. Five of Swords, there were mind games. There was abuse of power, there was conflict. Ace of Wands, starting a brand new passionate beginning. Three of Pentacles in reverse. This is that person wanting this with you. Again, Three of Pentacles in reverse. You see, the Devil. That person is trying to release their demons, at least trying. But that could be releasing a karmic. It could be. They could also be sex addictions or being codependent. Could be alcoholism. Could be drugs. Could be a number of things that are holding self-sabotage, etc. That this person is trying to release. There's heartbreak. And there you are, Queen of Wands in reverse. And you've removed your energy from this outcome. Like you're not paying this person any mind. And I don't think you will when all is said and done. Because this person is still releasing their demons. There's still heartbreak there. And I don't think that's where you really want to go, Taurus. I really don't think it is. So let's get just two more cards across one on each side of the Queen of Wands here. We have the Knight of Cups. And we have the Devil in reverse. So they're going to offer you, and this is really more about the King of Swords, They're going to offer you a cup. They may finally offer you a cup and say that they released their demons. Oh no. Hold on. Hold on. Hold the boat. I just got a different signal. It's the difference. Hold on. Can you confirm this is the King of Pentacles? King of Wands. Nope. Devil. Five of Swords. No, it's the same energy. Okay. I had to confirm because I thought it may have been each person on each side. Like one was the King of Pentacles. Not. It's not. It's the same person. Because here we go. You had the Devil card here in reverse. Again, remember I told you about releasing those demons. And they're going to offer you this cup. This emotional cup. You know, supposedly of love. However, when I went to confirm this or clarify, I get the King of Wands in reverse. This is someone who's not passionate. Someone who's kind of like bullshitting you, basically. And then on this side, we have the Five of Swords again, upright. Mind games. This is that King of Swords. This is the person that's going to return from your past. This new person, this Emperor, the King of Swords is the person from the past who's going to want all of this. Your boy, my wish fulfillment, blah, 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 blah. It's all bullshit. It's really what the cards are saying. It's all bullshit. They're not releasing the karmic. They're not doing that. It's just not good. They'll tell you releasing. They may still try, but there's just going to be more conflict and more mind games. But the Emperor here, the King of Pentacles, is the real deal. That's the one, unfortunately, you're not too sure now because I believe because this other person asked to also come back at the same time. And no doubt because one, when you removed your energy and were standing in your power, this King of Swords in reverse felt your energy. And if he's a player, which I'm assuming he is from some of these other cards, as soon as you did that, as soon as you became in your power and decided looking for other people, this one wants back in. But not fully. It's like, I don't want you with anybody else kind of energy. Not that I really want to make you happy or anything. They'll tell you that. But these cards are not, I want to make you happy in the real world. They're just not. They're just not. So let's get an oracle card here. Acceptance. This is about accepting things that sometimes in your life that you cannot change. I'll read it for you because it's quite wordy. As an indigo, you're built to question everything as part of your mission of making helpful changes to the planet. However, the characteristic may cause you to reject a part of your life that's necessary in order for you to get the next step. This card is a message for you to search through your life and determine if there is anything or anyone you are rejecting. Accepting your life completely is the best thing you can do for yourself now. While this may not even be easy or even seem right, know that you simply cannot change everything you do not like, and certain things must be tolerated in this lifetime. Ask the angels to bring you strength and courage to make letting go and accepting easier. So, I think it's really you need to let this King of Swords go if he comes in. I know it's going to be hard because no doubt there was a lot of history with this person because they want a second chance. And you're a little afraid of the new person. Like, is it real? Is it real? This person looks like a really good person. Like, really solid. Yeah, they look like they give you everything you need. But, you know, sometimes we also like the drama, I guess, too. But is it really worth it? You know? So, my dear Taurus, do think about that. Hopefully like, share, comment, subscribe. Do hit the notification button, and if you do need a personal reading, my email is below in the description box. All right, my Taurus, I will talk to you later.